Hello, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. In today's video, we are going to be taking a close-up look and diving into an in-depth review of this VR game called Superhot. I am going to be doing this review on the MetaQuest 2. Should you have any questions at all, I encourage you to drop a comment down below. I'll do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I will be bringing more videos like this for you all. With that being said, let's get right on into this. This is going to be a premium game. I will leave my MetaQuest affiliate link for you down below so that we can check out this game should you want to on your end. There's also a demo version of this game that you can check out so you can get an idea as to what you can expect from the full game. However, I would recommend checking out this game. This game is awesome. This game is actually one of my favorites for VR. It is very challenging. At the same time, it's very fun. I love that it also has a sort of like puzzle aspect to it where we kind of have to figure out ways to get through these stages here that I'm going to show you. So the game loads up like so. Right now I dropped into this room right here. You can see we have a helmet hanging above us and we're kind of in some sort of like room here. It looks to be some sort of tech room with a bunch of computers and floppy disks in front of us. Those are pretty old. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. So we have an array of different floppy disks. As you can see, there's wires and a broken screen, some sticky notes going around. There's a lot going on here. So kind of absorb this at will, kind of pause if you want so that way you can kind of read things on your end should you choose to do so. One thing that I'm noticing off the bat is that this game is very immersive. It has an awesome feel to it. It doesn't really feel, like too pixelated or anything like that. When I'm grabbing the floppy disk, I bring them closer here. They don't really feel, how would I say it? I guess the graphics are pretty decent is what I'm trying to say here. Now, the game itself, you're going to see when we get in there that the characters are made of like a sort of crystal glass material, which I found really cool. I haven't really seen that in other games, I guess from my experience, although it may exist, I haven't seen it. However, all in all right now, at first impressions, when I dropped into the map, it feels awesome. Everything feels cool. It's very interactive. I'm going to pick a floppy disk and that determines where I'm going to go. So I'm essentially going to pick up a floppy disk and I can go ahead and do one where it's all headshots. You kind of get the idea. I'll go ahead and read them right here and I'm going to bring all of them up close so that we can kind of see what we have available to us. What we do is we pick out a floppy disk and then you can see that there's this green insert that's glowing up here to the computer off to the right. And what we're going to do is put the floppy disk into that insert and then we're going to put the helmet on, and that's how we drop into the games. So you can see I'm just looking at all the floppy disks. I'm going to select one. I think one fell actually, and then I'm going to insert it like so. Once I insert it, the game is loaded and then I'm ready to drop into it. To do so, as I mentioned, we just simply grab the helmet and put it on. Depending on the floppy disk that you choose is going to determine where you land. So if you follow exactly, should be where I'm at here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select one of these pyramids. I'm just going to start from the top here so we can kind of know what to expect and work my way to the highest level that I can get to. What I'm going to do is just simply tap or shoot at this pyramid right here to begin level 1. From here, I'm going to drop into the map. Typically, it starts with like a floating weapon, whether it's a gun or something to this extent. As you can see, here's a gun. I'm going to take it and then begin to solve this puzzle. So I have to go ahead and solve this puzzle by doing this. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next map. And they're kind of all going to repeat that sort of process. Sometimes there may be 3, 4 characters, and sometimes they're all going to be coming in different directions. Sometimes you're going to have to kneel. Sometimes you may have to grab a pan and throw it at somebody. You get the idea. One aspect that I'm really loving about this game is that it does really feel like a puzzle. Every time I start a new stage here, I feel like I have to make a certain series of moves to get through this map safely, and how am I going to do that? And you can see that they're all kind of like that. As we gradually progress, they do indeed get harder. Another thing that I love about Superhot is that we not only use our fists, we use an assortment of different weapons such as machine guns, handguns. I find myself throwing bottles and pans from time to time as well. That's another aspect that I love. I do really feel it's like a puzzle game where we have to figure out how to get through a map safely onto the next. And it's not always easy. They do gradually progress and get difficult. I know that we haven't seen anything here, but you can see right here they're coming from all sides. This one over there in the back is shooting back over here at me, and I have to kneel down right here. You can kind of see I barely missed that bullet. Another thing that I do love is if we just simply stop, so does time. How this works is when we move, whether we're moving our head, our hands, so do they. When we stop, so do they. I really do feel that's what makes super hot is the timing mechanics and the concept of it. We have to get through each map doing a series of steps here, and if we don't, then we essentially lose. When we stop, so does time, and when we move, so do they. This sort of mechanic makes the game really challenging, and sometimes the opponents may be mimicking our motions and our speed. You can see here, there's a stapler, I kind of forgot about that. You can see these red trails, they're from the little pew-pews that they're throwing out at me, and I kind of use those guides to help me maneuver and move where I need to along the way, and I'm using these techniques to help me get through the more complicated maps, which I will show you here also. I'm going to be picking a random level here so we can see what that level has to offer. I'm going to go with level 18, Restaurant. You can see that it starts with this sort of machete right here, and there are multiple opponents with knives. Here's like a dagger sort of sword. That person has an axe, and that's how I got through that map. Here are the pans that I was mentioning earlier, and you can actually use these pans to stop the pew-pews from coming at you. Here's another machete. As you can see, I didn't beat the other map, so it takes me back to the beginning, and I have to do this over. And I feel like that's also what makes super hot. When you get to a certain stage, you don't want to lose, and when we do, it can be rather frustrating. Now that right there could be a double-edged sword. We could either hate it or love it. For me personally, I simply love challenges, so therefore I'm gonna stay there for hours on end trying to accomplish one simple map and be happy doing it, while others may just hate the game and ask for a refund. I really can't say. On a quick side note, you can also see that there's throwing stars right here on this map. So in terms of loving and hating super hot, it's really going to determine on the type of playability that the user wants. I feel like before getting super hot or playing super hot, we should understand what it is, and I feel playing the demo was probably the best way to get that firsthand, because you get to try the game yourself and figure out if it's right for you. In my opinion, I love challenges. I love games that are complicated. I love games like this. I feel like this game is made for the type of gamers like me. Someone who likes a challenge, someone who's willing to sit there for hours on end to beat one level. I feel like this is for those type of gamers and maybe beyond. If you love games where we have to defend, throw hands, maybe some pew-pews and pans, then this game may be right for you. One thing that I feel is very satisfying is when my objects hit the opponent, how they crumble. It's very well worth the effort, I feel. And again, that's going to be 110% subjective. Everyone's going to feel different. But you can see though that I really do enjoy playing this game. There's this map right here I'm playing over and over because I want to see what's at the end. I want to finish this map and I want to beat it. I don't really walk away feeling whole when I kind of give up and I don't complete these stages here. I feel like I can, so therefore I'm gonna always try to complete the map. You can see that I took out this opponent right here with the pew-pew, and his pew-pew's coming my way. Will I catch it? No, but I'm still able to use it. I also love the fact that this game raises awareness on my surroundings, because initially when I started this stage right here, or this map, I only saw 3, but then one came out of nowhere. So therefore I'm learning how to kind of use my peripheral vision to spot my surroundings a little bit better to help keep me a little bit more safer in this game. So I kind of like that immersive feel. So at first impressions playing this game, I instantly fell in love. I actually fell in love with this game when I played the demo, so therefore I had to get the full version. This is the full version of Superhot, by the way, that I'm reviewing here. Your demo version may be a little bit more restricted and you may not be able to see the maps that I'm sharing with you here in this video. If you are experiencing that, it's probably because you're on the demo and not the full version. Let's go ahead and select another map. Let's exit here and let's go select another floppy disk. So here we are back in this red room right here. I'm just simply going to select another floppy disk and then let's go ahead and see where that takes us. It's going to be the same thing. It doesn't matter what floppy disk we choose. We're always going to want to grab the helmet and put the helmet onto, drop into the game. I couldn't grab it right there, but let me reach again. There we go. And let's go ahead and enter this one right here. Let's see what's going on in here. So it looks as though I have to use the hands. As you can see, we did a bye-bye on him right there, and then we're just going to kind of continue this and see where it takes us. So this one right here, there's definitely a lot going on. So I have 2 opponents right here on my right and left. Didn't do anything there. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can try to change my course of action and do something a little bit different. I do love the feel of everything though, like the little pew-pews when we send them out, they do feel great. The timing, everything feels satisfying. When again the opponents crumble, it does give me a sense of satisfaction. You can see this one's more at a distance and hanging from a helicopter or really standing up there. So this one's a bit more challenging. I hope this can give you an idea as to the type of challenges that we can expect when playing Superhot. Another thing that I love about Superhot, and I feel like this also makes the Superhot, is the precision. We have to be precise with our movements. We have to be accurate with our pew pews. All of that matters. That's what's going to determine us getting to the next level, which is exactly the point of the game. I don't see why we wouldn't want to get to the next level. So you can see that we do have to make a series of choices. You can kind of see right here, I stopped. When I send out my pew pew, time speeds up a little bit quicker, so I have to be mindful and be able to dodge, duck, and weave, so that way I don't get hit, and that way I can beat this map. I understand that the point is to get on to the next stage, so therefore I'm going to try my best to go ahead and do that. Although you can see I'm not doing a really good job right here. I'm taking my time to try to line up my shots as close as I can, so that way I can get this person out of here and I can be on to the next map. I don't know if it's actually going to go down right here on this turn, or actually it did. As you can see, I was surprised that I got that person right there, but you can see that they're not easy, so therefore they do give us challenges. This is another one right here. This one I remember being difficult as well. And I noticed also another thing, the more that I did the maps, like since we lose, we always have to go back from the top of that stage. So let's say if there's 5 maps for this stage, then we're gonna have to beat all 5. If we lose on the 4th, then we're gonna have to go back to the 1st, which is, I guess, another thing that makes this game awesome. It can be frustrating, but I really do feel that that just depends on the type of gamer that's playing. I don't think that I've mentioned this either, but even when you're done shooting and you have no more bullets, you can also throw your firearm at them, and that will also count as a hit to take you on to the next map. For me, I'm the type of gamer that feels rewarded when I do beat these stages and these maps. I do feel like I do get some sort of accomplishment, and that's what it's all about. I do enjoy the process. I enjoy thinking. I enjoy having to move. I enjoy everything along the way. I enjoy the frustration sometimes when I can't, crack a certain map here. All of it in between. I do feel like it's all part of the Superhot experience. I don't feel like this game was designed to be easy in any way, shape, or form, because it's not. Although some levels may start off that way to maybe allow us to get more acquainted and comfortable with the game itself, the game does progressively get harder. I feel like this would be a great place to conclude this video. I would highly recommend checking out Superhot, at the very least checking out the demo, so that we can get a first-hand experience as to what you can expect from the full game. It is definitely worth a try. All in all, I'm going to give this game a 2 thumbs up and a 5 stars, simply because it's a lot of fun and there's really nothing more to it. I do hope that this can, give you some sort of direction or let you know what you can expect on your end from Superhot. However, should you have any questions at all, please drop them in the comment section down below. I will do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I will be bringing more videos like this for you all. I do also have social medias under the same name as my YouTube. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, X, and TikTok, all under the same name. I would appreciate the support over there as well. With that being said, I appreciate your time and I thank you for watching. You have a great day.